So, yeah, let's just talk about this Grokipedia thing for a minute. XAI just launched it, and honestly, it's one of those projects you almost scroll past, thinking it's just another Wikipedia clone. But the idea here is actually pretty bold. Instead of another site full of half-checked facts and edit wars, Grokipedia is all about building an AI-powered, always updating encyclopedia that tries to fix the core problem of the internet, what's actually true. And honestly, I think this is the kind of shift we need right now, not just for the future of AI, but for how any of us figure out what's real, what's up to date, and what you can actually trust online. Just real quick, I'm Daniel. I've basically been living in the iOS trenches for over 8 years now. Started out freelancing, bouncing between client gigs, but after Dub 25, I kind of just flipped the switch and went all in on solo dev life. Since then, I've shipped a bunch of my own apps, started building everything in public, and honestly, these days, most of my energy is going straight into Crafter's Lab. And yeah, it isn't just another tutorial site or some AI clone farm. This is my actual home base for solo devs who treat AI like a real teammate, not just a vending machine you hit when you're lost. I'm in there literally every day, building, tweaking, breaking stuff, seeing what actually sticks. And of course, if you're part of the Patreon crew, seriously, thank you. But just a quick heads up, everything is moving over to crafterslab.dev. So if you want to get in as an early member, lock in your spot, and actually shape what this whole thing becomes, now's kind of the sweet spot. All right, so here's how I see it. Most of the internet, whether it's Wikipedia, Reddit, blogs, whatever, is built on human curation. And that's cool, but it comes with all the usual mess. Outdated info, biases, pages that never get updated, and just straight up wrong facts that somehow stick around for years. We've all searched for something, landed on a page, and thought, wait, is any of this actually true? Grokipedia is basically XAI's answer to that mess. Instead of waiting for volunteers to keep every article current, it uses Grok 3, their own big AI model, to pull in data, summarize, and update context in real time. Human editors set the foundation, but the AI keeps everything fresh, not just for history, but for stuff happening right now. And the real win? This isn't just about making a better Wikipedia. It's about creating a source of truth that's actually good enough to train the next generation of AI. Because if your model is learning from random blog posts or stale forums, you're just passing those mistakes forward. But if you have a reference that's constantly fact-checked and updated, you're actually raising the bar for what AI can do. So here's where it gets interesting. Right now, we're used to thinking of Wikipedia or Stack Overflow as our docs, but they're not really built for the AI era. There's too much noise, too many dead links, too many arguments over what counts as best practice. That's why the idea of Grokipedia as a living documentation hub is so smart. Imagine reference material that works more like documentation with code snippets, best practices, actual context, not just a giant pile of random facts. We already see this with things like MCP as a service, MCPs that give your AI agent a ready-made database to pull from. But having your own real living source of truth, that's game changing. It's like moving from scattered Google Docs and Slack threads to a living playbook that AI can actually read, reason over, and update as things change. And for the whole AI landscape, that's kind of huge. When your source of truth is always up to date and it can be plugged into agents or models, you're not just training on yesterday's knowledge, you're building the backbone for smarter, more reliable AI for everyone. Okay, so yeah, let's just get real for a second. This is honestly the reason I've become kind of obsessed with building up my own Notion database for all my Swift and Swift UI best practices. Like, no joke, it's the same vibe as what Grokipedia is doing, but just zoomed in, indie scale. Every week I'm adding new tips, little gotchas, code snippets, weird rules, all the stuff that's actually saved me headaches when I'm building. And then the magic is when I go to fire up Claude Code or Cursor, I've got this living, breathing knowledge base, not just for myself, but to actually feed my agents and get way better results. And, here's the thing. Yeah, it's totally different running AI out of the box versus having it just dialed into your own style. Like, you ever use a code agent and just feel like it's stuck in generic mode, giving you advice that kind of fits but totally misses your architecture or how you like to structure your views? Yeah, that's what having a real source of truth fixes. For me, the future isn't just letting the AI take the wheel, it's giving it the right map, something that evolves with you, something you're constantly refining, so your tools actually work for your workflow, not the other way around. Grokipedia is doing that at the wild, global internet scale. But honestly, for me, it's Notion, it's my rules.md. It's just having that curated stack of this is how I do things, this is what I want my agents to know. And if you haven't tried making your own, even just a single doc with your go to code patterns and weird solo dev tricks, honestly, it's a total unlock. No joke. It saves me more time and keeps my AI on track than anything else I've done in the last year. So, yeah, I mean, come on, start small if you have to, but building your own little Grokipedia for your workflow, that's how you keep getting better and how you make AI actually yours. So, yeah, if you're still here, seriously, you're a legend. I mean, not gonna lie, the fact that you stuck it out through a full breakdown of internet knowledge graphs, that already puts you in a pretty rare crew. And honestly, that's kind of the big shift for me lately. Grokipedia is trying to give the internet this living, trusted source of truth. And if you're building with AI, or honestly just trying to keep your own brain organized, that's a total game changer. Because once you have context you actually trust, everything else just gets easier. Doesn't matter if you're training a model, building an app, or just trying not to lose the plot halfway through your next project. If you're already in the habit of curating your own docs or workflows, keep going. Seriously, even if it's just a Notion page, a couple lines in a rules.md, whatever, that little bit of structure adds up. And if you're totally new to this, start with one thing you wish you'd written down last time you got stuck. You don't need to go full Wikipedia on day one. And hey, if what I'm saying resonates at all, if you're into this idea of building a workflow that's actually built for you, go check out crafterslab.dev. I've packed it with everything I wish I'd had when I was just figuring this stuff out. There's a Discord for real talk and accountability, not just endless hype. Resources coming down the pipe like app blueprints, Figma foundations, indie growth stuff, all the things that don't make it into the YouTube videos. And then, honestly, the Notion workspace is where it gets wild. You get my playbook, which is my live command center, my planning apps, sharing the docs, showing the actual behind the scenes process, not just the polished end result. There's Swift Brain, which is my personal curated Swift UI library, exactly the kind of thing I use to fine tune OSS LLMs or power up my own agents like Claude Code and Cursor with context that fits my stack, not just some generic boilerplate. And the newest one, OpsLab, that's where all the AI agent powered workflows live. Templates, playbooks, the stuff I'm actually running right now to move faster as a solo dev. I'm still refining it, still experimenting, but honestly, that's the point. If you want to get in early and lock in your membership, now's the time. And yeah, don't let anyone tell you one agent is enough. Not if you actually want to build, ship, and stay sane. So keep crafting, keep experimenting, keep learning, and never stop searching for the real source of truth. Peace.